Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a video on the Clarisonic Mia 2 and the Foreo Luna. I did a skincare routine back in December and I talked about the Foreo Luna, and you guys had asked me to elaborate more on my opinions on this device. And prior to that skincare routine, I talked about how I had been using the Clarisonic for a while. So in this video, I know it's a little bit late, but better late than never. I'm going to be talking about these two facial cleansing devices side by side so that you guys can kind of form an opinion based on mine, and maybe it'll help you in making your decision on the device that you end up choosing to purchase. The Clarisonic model that I have is the Clarisonic Mia 2. I've had this Mia 2 for possibly 3 years, I'm not quite sure, but prior to that I had been using Clarisonic for 4 years. The previous Clarisonic that I owned did break. And the Foreo Lunas that I have are the Foreo Luna Mini. I've been using this for almost a year now, and then I also have the original Foreo Luna size, and I've been using this one for about 2 months now. So the Luna by Foreo is a little bit bigger than the palm of my hand, and the entire device is made out of a body-safe antimicrobial silicone. On the front of the device, it has smaller textured raised pieces of silicone, and then as you get closer to the nose, the textured pieces are a little bit thicker and more stiff. And then on the back of the device, you have ridges that are supposed to be facial massagers to help prep the skin for skincare products such as serums, anti-aging, eye creams, things like that. And it's also just a facial massager, which is supposed to massage your face and help rid your skin of or improve fine lines, wrinkles, large pores, any types of texture issues that you have going on throughout the skin of your face. The Luna turns on when you press the indentation in the center bottom of the device, and then there is a plus and a minus sign on the left and the right side of the indentation, and you can increase the T-sonic pulsation speeds by pushing the plus to increase them and the minus to slow it down. You cleanse your face with the Luna by doing the quadrants of your face, and I believe you have 20 seconds on each quadrant, and the Luna kind of skips pulsations, and you'll know when it skips the pulsations that it's time for you to move to the next quadrant of your face. So you do chin, cheek, forehead, cheek, nose, all of that. And then around the corners of your nose, that's really good where these a little bit stiffer silicones are for getting in all the nooks and crannies of your face. And if you have any areas on the face that are a little bit more problematic, you'll probably want to use the nose to concentrate on those areas. So with the Clarisonic Mia 2, there's a power button on the front of the device right under the brush head, and then above the power button there's a button that you can use to increase or decrease the speeds of the T-sonic pulsations of the Clarisonic. The Mia 2 has, all the Clarisonics actually have detachable brush heads. The fibers are made out of nylon, which can be irritating to certain people, but they do have different firmness and bristle textures. I always have used the sensitive brush heads. You're going to want to replace the brush heads on your Clarisonic typically every 2 to 3 months, depending on your brush, your skin type, things like that. If you don't replace them quite as often, they can start to harbor bacteria, and the nylon fibers will actually start to fray, and the brush is going to be a lot less effective at cleansing your skin. And typically brush heads cost anywhere between $30 to $40 a pop. And with the Luna, there is no brush replacement that needs to go on. This silicone is safe for, I think, 5 years, possibly more. So both of these devices use T-sonic pulsations to cleanse the skin. The Luna, it's as if the whole entire device itself vibrates with the T-sonic pulsations, but it's not a crazy vibration to where you can't get a grip on the device and cleanse your face, because most of the vibrations are concentrated in the nose part of the device where all of the textured silicone is. I think a lot of people have the interpretation that the Clarisonic is a brush that does a full rotation, when that's not the case. When you increase and decrease the speed on the Clarisonic, you're just causing the brush heads to kind of divot back and forth slower or faster based on the pace that you're picking, but the bristles do not do a full rotation on the head. The Luna holds a charge for 400 face washes, and like I said, I've had this Foreo Luna Mini for almost a year now, and the only charge I've done to this is give it a charge upon the initial first charge. It has a small charging port on the back, and it can sit up on the counter as it charges, whereas with the Clarisonic, this doesn't hold a charge for me. I do have to charge this typically every other night when I'm using it regularly, and the Clarisonic lays in its charger. So this lays down on the counter, this one sits up. For my skin type personally, the Clarisonic is very drying, and this is not a cleansing tool that I can use regularly, whereas with the Foreo, I can use this 2 times a day and it doesn't dry my skin out, irritate my skin, agitate my skin. This has absolutely no negative effects on my skin at all, whereas with the Clarisonic, I do suffer from dryness. It does cause tiny abrasions in my skin, and I do find that it can cause me to break out. A lot of times people say that with the Clarisonic, it's your skin purging and it's just the skin getting rid of all the toxins. But I talked to my dermatologist about it, and she doesn't think that's the case. For me personally, it's just that my skin is getting too dry from the Clarisonic, and so my skin is trying to overcompensate by creating more oils, and that's causing me to break out. It's the small abrasions, the dryness, the irritation. It's just all the different types of problems that the nylon bristles cause for my skin personally. So this is not a device that I can use regularly. I like to use my Luna in the morning and at night. I love it in the morning because it circulates blood and gets the blood flow going in my face so that I get this kind of like flushed, just worked out type of glow. It just really gets all of the circulation in your face going, and it's very refreshing in the morning. And then at night I do a double cleanse with this to make sure that I get all of my makeup out, and I find that if I do a double cleanse, I really feel like I got deep into my pores and really got all of the makeup out. So I'll use this before toner and serums and things like that. This, I do a cleanse to remove the makeup first, get all of that makeup off, and then I do one more cleanse because I learned from Lisa Eldridge that when you wear makeup, you're supposed to do a double cleanse. So I do double cleanse with the Foreo Luna. Being honest with you guys, ever since I started using the Luna Mini a year ago, I have not been using my Clarisonic regularly just because I don't find this to be as beneficial for my skin. I probably use this about once every 3 months when my skin is really dry and I just want to totally take off all of the dead skin on my face. But it's definitely not something that my skin personally can handle using regularly, and I don't have particularly sensitive skin. I've told you guys before, my skin is not really sensitive. I'm not typically acne prone. I just have a lot of dryness. And I know some people claim that they think the Clarisonic is better at deep cleansing, but I find that the Foreo is just as good at deep cleansing, especially if I use it twice in a row on the days where I wear makeup. And I like with the Luna how when you purchase this device, this is the device that you're going to be using. When you purchase the Clarisonic, you are going to have to be replacing your brush heads every 2 to 3 months, like I said, and that can become costly. And I don't feel like the Clarisonic is going to be as universally appealing to every skin type as the Foreo is, just because the Foreo is so gentle. And like I said, I've been using the Luna morning and night for almost a year, and I have not experienced any negative effects from it. If anything, it's just been positive. I noticed that my skin texture is a lot nicer. My skin is always soft and it doesn't dry me out, which is the main reason why I love this so much, because it doesn't agitate my skin, it doesn't irritate my skin, it doesn't cause any breakouts or anything like that. So for my skin type personally and for my skincare routine, I use the Luna morning and night every single day. And for the Clarisonic, I use this typically, I want to be fair and I want to say that I use this about once every other month, but I'll give it that I use it once a month, and I really like this for just if I have like dry, flaky patches. This is really good for just like buffing them straight away. So the Clarisonic is good every once in a while for me, but not something that I use regularly in my skincare routine, whereas the Luna is something that I use regularly in my skincare routine. Alright guys, so that's everything that I have to say. I hope that you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, then feel free to leave them down below and I will of course get back to you. Please come follow me on Twitter and on Instagram. I'll have both of those linked down below, and leave some comments down below on this video just so that we can talk to each other. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.